Hello there. Welcome to Pack 4 out of 24 of the Agor Miles RMS Titanic. In this one, we actually have another 6 to work on. However, because I'm doing the upgrades, I'm actually going to be putting a pause on any of the other deck work. So, in reality, won't be working every single part of here. Also, I am not 100% sure what type of details and everything are going to be going on when it comes to the funnel, if there's anything upgrade or if it's going to stay this way it is. So anything that will go on here, I am planning on ignoring for now until I get more information. And just a heads up, it'll be the same situation with the engine. We will be getting a second engine in a layer pack, but for now, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Build the second one up to where it'll be the same way and see what happens from there. Anyways, as you can see, we get stages 15 to 20, even though it's upside down for you guys. I apologize for that. I forgot that this webcam goes upside down for everyone, and it's not even lined up. Yeah, I apologize for the sniffling. I don't know why I usually. Hey, I'm sniffling right now. But if you're in the US or gain this through Agora, you would know that this is not all that you get in this pack. Let me move everything to the side, including the boxes. Along with pack 4, you also get your metal tin and of the basically one of the posters that advertised the Titanic back in 1912, back for her maiden voyage, which is made out of metal. But you also get your toolkit. Now, I'm not sure how many people like this or not, but I kind of like it. It has all different sizes of your screw bits, all different types, including your hex nuts or hex bolts, bolts and everything. You have your extender, and everything's magnetized. So this would probably be handy to have with this model. Unfortunately, we won't be getting the pocket watch in this stage. However, I did get an email asking about that, and they said stage or pack 6 is when we should get the pocket watch. So around the time that we work on the engines. That's all. And we also get a few Allen wrenches with the build as well. Tell you to keep the extra screws for stage 18 as well. We'll get into that later. But for now, let's look at stage 15 and get started, shall we? Anyways, you in the magazine it talks about Godfrey Lowe. I don't quite remember. I know who that is. So for you history buffs, if anyone knows or who is interested, please tell those who are curious in the comments who this guy was. You got a plaque about him. You got royal condolences for King George IV. Archer's coordination. You got what looks like an American penny. Actually, no, that's not American penny. The Nobel Prize. You got some information about that. You got a list of people who won the Nobel Prize. Then you get to the actual builds where you get a piece of the actual anti-fouling hull, some lifeboats, and smaller other details along with the screws. So you would put the lifeboats on, glue them on, and that's when we use the screws from the last pack, these little guys right here, to attach the lower part of the hull that we got in the last pack onto the ship, and then we attach the side of the hull on, and put another piece of extender right there in. Then that'll be all for stage 15. Now, like I said, we'll be skipping this part right here because I want to wait and see what upgrades we actually get for this part right here. So, in the meantime, let's get to work on the rest of the ship, this pack 15. As soon as I figure out which box it is, because I still have no idea how to identify them. But let's bring over what we worked on right now so that I can get this going. Take this off since we're not going to need this at all in this pack. And get our screws out. Now, because we got this, I'm going to be using this now instead of the other screws. Let's get the extender on. Let me move this down a bit. And get the IMs out. Save the last few screws right there for later, since I'm not sure when I'm going to need them. And let's open these up. I'll just pour them in there and find the bit in the screw that actually will work. 2.5. Will you be the right size, or are you too big? Too small, actually. Trying to find the right Phillips head. pH 0, maybe you're the one I need. Yep, pH 0 is the one that you would need for this. So let's. I apologize if this gets in the way of you, but I need to get these into place. All right, that's one in. All the way. That's two of them. Is there a bigger one that I could have used? Yeah, this one. You are. So maybe pH 1 would have been better. Let's actually. Yeah, you get. Yeah, pH 1 is the one you would want for this. you get much more bite. Yeah, much stronger grip. All right, anyways, that's that on. Let's get the last IM in there in the bag. And let's open up the box and figure out which one that one is. All right, there's going to be this in. I'm not sure why I come with that. Not one of them. All right, this one also comes with, like I said, another Allen wrench, but this one is a Phillips head. And so this will be used for getting into these small areas when you are unable to get your screwdriver in. Anyways, let's figure out if you're the one that... Yep, this is the right one. I actually can't believe I got that right on the first try. But yeah, as I said, yeah, this is the right one. Just want to double check to make sure that everything I was seeing here was correct. Let's pour this out and just go over all the stuff that comes in it if you're wanting to build this stock. You have your anti-fouling for the port side, which would go right here like so. If I can actually light this up. I'll work on this in a bit. You have your JM screws. It's more IM, which will be needing to put this on. A little bit of the upper deck. And lastly, your two life belts, which don't look too bad, but could probably be a bit better. Anyways, let's put the life belts and this to the side for now. Put your IM to the side as well, which I'll leave them right there so I don't get and lose them. And then get our port side hull into place. If I can get this properly lined up and in place. Sorry, 1 second. I need to take this off and put it to this on the side so I can look and try and line everything up. All right, there we are. Got all that lined up. Let's put this back on so I can actually keep it in place. And then put our IMs into place. And just since I have been working on some decals on another project, and this thing is full of water and everything, I'll just use this to help hold them into place. There's some short ones too. Unless there's... Oh no, they're supposed to be that short. Oh yeah, everything's short in this one. So let's put that into bag there since I'm going to need to... Since I plan on keeping only one bag of each screws. And you're going to want to put all these on the bottom. Like so. I'm gonna first pour them in and put the spare IM into the bag before I tighten them down. Just to make sure I don't lose anything. And just in case this side wants to pop out and fall out. All right, that's all that. Okay, now I'll move that over here and start tying these down all the way. That's one. Two. Three. And lastly, four. Now I'm just going to go through and make sure that these are nice and tight. Just to help cinch everything together. Well, I might as well also do the same with the ones I put in right here. Just to help pull everything together. All right. And last one to tighten. All right. That's all those nice and tight. Hang on. Let me check something. Oh no, you're just playing. I'm not missing anything. Sorry, I thought I missed some. It was missing this part right here, but it was already attached. Again, let's move this here so I don't lose the screws by accident. And open the bag. Here. Oh wait, no, these are the wrong one. You don't need these ones. You need your MM. The ones that are in this bag are the ones that you need. I don't think I'll be able to squeeze that into there, so you'll definitely need your Allen wrench for this one. Let's move that there. Here, let's also Allen wrench. The M&Ms out. And you're going to need 3 of them. Actually, no, you're only going to need 2. Squeeze it right there. Here, let's actually set it down on its side for now. Actually, right now it should be easy to just slide right through the hole and actually just when it comes to his games. If you can hear someone shouting praise. Right. Now, let's just make sure that it's nice and tight by putting this in and twisting it. That should do it for that one. And let's put the next one in. After this one's in, that'll be all that I will be doing for stage 50. If we want to do the stock, you would have glued our boats, or lifeboats, to complete and to work on your crew cabins. Sorry, I just want to see as to where the like I said, I'm going to make sure I get this really tight so that there's little to no gap. And that should be, let me just go back to this one and make sure that this one's nice and tight. If I can actually, all right, that's that. And let's just take a look at the side. Yeah, that actually looks really nice. Nice and smooth. Look at the bottom. Yeah, that looks really good. And with that, okay, this one is the one that just spins. Okay, that one's good. All right, all of them are nice and tight, so that brought this closer together. Let's tighten these up. So I have to loosen them one sec, but that one. Just a small tip that I figured out by I learned when I was watching some previous or in some European builds of this. And that's all for stage 15. Let's move on to 16 after I move this out of the way. Oh, right. I also need to put the double M's back into the bag as well, which we'll have to on to use these again in stage 18 according to the little note. So let's put the double M's right there. Keep it this extra screws. Yep, issue 18. I'll set that there in the bag. We can toss. Anyways, since issue 16, just a quick flip through of details. Traveling second class section. A actual second class menu. If you're interested in learning what they would have ate on that voyage, what their dining areas look like, the barbers, the people that cut the hair on of the passengers. Pianos of Titanic. And then we get to the actual build, which we put more and actually work on the first class gym and the grand bits of detail on. Add more details. And all that's left would be one of the events. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be working on the upper decks like this just yet until I get more upgrades, which with this, the Pack 2 upgrades will only be working on this section right here, as well as the anchor and a funnel right here. Hopefully by then I'll have the capstans with the right colors. And then Pack 3 will have the water brakes and everything forward. And know what we're going to be doing with the next set of upgrades. But up until then, that's all we're going to be doing in stage 16. I might open the box and take a look at what comes in it if I can find it at the end. But until then, let's move on to 17. All right, here's 17. Once again, I'm just going to be flipping through everything. And I just want to get to the builds. Let's say Titanic fully seaworthy. They're talking about how instead of actually going and doing a thorough seaworthy test, hers was relatively short and quick, just a few hours, as it says. I'm not sure how long it's normally supposed to be, but I don't think a few hours was apparently too short. Going back to, and this is actually about a specific barber. I'm not sure who, but Henry Weichman. Gus says Henry A. Weichman. A. Weichman. Okay, apparently something happened with him. I'm not gonna actually look into this. A family album. Launch of Titanic. This is about her actually leaving her dry dock and into the ocean for the first time. And then we get to the actual build where we actually start working on the second of 4 funnels, where we repeat the same steps as we did with the first one, building the spring in the bottom of the wick into the water chamber, and then mounting the orange parts in the orange outer skin. However, that'll be all that we do. I know I said I wouldn't be working on the details, but this, at least, I will be working on. And so, without further ado, let's get to work on the second funnel. As soon as I figure out which one it is. I assume this one. Nope, I was wrong. This is Hilaire's stage. This one? Yeah, it's this one. That's everything in the box. Here are our tiny screws, bane of everyone's existence. Your wick, your spring, your other hands. Let's toss that. And then here's the actual body of the funnel. Oh, and your water tank. All right, I'm just going to separate these for now. Oh, set that like that. Set you upside down like that. Screws, I'm going to have to put up here for now. And, just want to find my bag of all the spare screws, just so I know where to put them after. And put the spares after I'm done. And let's get this open. And then get to work on this. All right, we're not going to need the bag anymore since everything's right here. Let's poke this. Down into the bottom. Put it in the water tank. Now, later, this will be going on top like that with the smoke and vaporizer unit. However, we don't do that right now since we need to put the unit in first. Now, we are getting the unit, so I will open this up and do another test of it just to be sure that everything works. And I just thought this, I could use the empty Pack 1 box as the holder for these small screws. It's small, enclosed with high walls, and it will definitely be easier to see here and get the screws. Now I'm not going to need that bag since we will be putting them in with one of the... Oh, that's the wrong one. I just opened the wrong bag. Here's the bag I'm looking for. Let's find the spare tiny screws. DP, I just saw it. CM, BM, EP. I'm just going to start putting these back in. Let's also throw the IMs in since those are done. Oh, one. Oh no, that's DM. Here's something else. HM. Here's the DP. Let's push all these in. Actually, I'm not going to seal it just yet. All right, now that I got that, let's put this in. And let's also find the right size Phillips head for those. Screwdriver in screws. Oh, PH H0 work, or are you going to be too big? No, H0 should work. So I'm just going to leave that out for the layer screws. Move this to the side and load up the screw. Once again, line up. And just like the previous one, you know what, let's look for something smaller. This one should be Philip's head, so let's try this. Yeah, this one actually went right in. So let's line a hole up. Put it in. Do I have this upside down? No, I have this right. Sorry, everyone. This is taking a while for me to actually do because I'm trying to find the holes. Right, that's that one. Let's get the next one loaded, which is this one on the bottom. I'll get this tightened up. So I that's those. Let's then. Oh, sure that came out. There we are. Everything's properly loaded. Let's squeeze this together and put it in place. Yeah, let's try going up a size really quick. That's better. That got more torque. So when you get the pack, you're going to want PHOO to tighten these, which I'll actually go back to that and actually try. go over all the screws to make sure that everything's nice and tight. Oh. Actually, let me go back to that one I had before. Maybe I can. All right, got those in. Now for the last one. The one up top. All right, so yeah, when you're so yeah, not page double O, but just triple O. You need triple O for this one. And to build this one. But after that, that's all you have to do for stage 17. Now let's quickly put this last DP in there. And then I'll just throw it back in here for safekeeping. And like I said, after that, you have your funnel, your water tank, the top of it, and your part that holds all the lines. And you're done with 17. Now let's move on to 18, which you will not need your anyway, the funnel that you just worked on for. So let's move those to the side. Traveling first class information. You might need that. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Actually, let's put this one back just in case. In case it's not needed. The Grand Staircase. The Search of an Empire. Not sure what that's about, but that's about something that happened in Italy. Tripoli Bel Sul di Amor. Not sure what that means. All right, but after that, let's actually look into what we're going to be doing next. In this one, I might be able to actually use the screwdriver to actually mount everything on. All right, so let's see here. More hammer in the dome and the actual window on for the grand staircase, we can ignore that since I'm not going to be doing that. Here, everything's going to start already having holes for the windows, so you can actually aim for when it's lit. You're going to want to put your bow side and port side actual hole on, not the anti-fouling, but the actual part where the cabins and everything would be on. Then attach them with more IM, which is why we need to keep that's JM. Where did I put my that's MM. CP. Oh, they actually come. It actually will be coming in game 4 more in this one. So, all right. And we'll be getting more JM screws apparently, though we never actually used the JMs that came in the previous stage. And then here's where we use the leftover MM screws. So we'll get these out and attach the last two to the part that we actually attach. And this is where, as it shows right here, you will want, actually no, it doesn't show here, you're going to want to loosen this so you can actually pull it up to help get that lip underneath, or else you're going to have a very difficult time. But with that, that'll be everything in here. I'm going to be skipping, like I said, the actual installation of the dome and the glass roof. Let's get this over here and get to work attaching the upper section of the, hold on. Now you're going to want the second long box, since that's obviously going to be holding your hole and everything. That's everything in the box. Let's open this up just so I can show you. Here's your dome for the grand staircase, which as you can see has impressive details. Here's your dome, or not dome, the cover for that same piece. Let's move them to the side. And that's everything in that one. I am probably going to have to reopen this, can put the IMs in the spare bag. Here are your JMs, which we still haven't used from previous, so I'm probably going to throw them in one bag. Here are your, I'll check to make sure I know which ones come. AMs. These are your AM screws. And here are your IMs, the ones you're going to need for hitting right away. Now that we got our IMs out and ready, and our MMs, where did I put those? Oh, they're on the opposite side. All right, I believe my headset's running low, so just give me 1 second to find the. Here's the charger, and I will plug it into the wall so I can still use it. Just give me 1 second. I just heard this beep at me. Sorry, I just need to find the There we are. All right. Let me just double check something just to make sure that it's still, I think that's actually going to stay alive. All right. Should be fine. But let's first look at the actual hole, which for you, it looks just right. For me, it's upside down. But as you can see, you have a bunch of pre-drilled portholes of varying sizes. And I am actually going to be needing that one screw that I just put away. So that's the PH1. Let me quickly loosen that so I can actually here first let me actually move it so I can actually see what I'm doing in terms of putting it this on. Here, let's actually loosen the second one as well, just so I can. Lift it a bit more, like so. As you can see, there's a little lip right there that needs to go underneath. Like so. And I need to pop this in. And then I can re-tighten these. All right, so yeah, I'm still going to need to use that Allen wrench for this. However, now that those are down in place, let's get the IMs out. Toss the bag since I already have used IM before. And this one I'm going to do that about that much. Out there. Finish up this one right here. And cinch it tight to the point that I can't spin it anymore like that. Same with this one right here. All right, that's 203. Last one in the middle. Now, this is going to be why you need the other Allen key, this one right here. Once we work on the starboard side, you're going to have the hardest time getting a screwdriver down there, unless you have a very dinky one, but that would not get you the best torque, so you'll need this. But that won't be until the next pack, so you can keep that to the side. Let me get this open and get all these out. Get our spare IMs. loop it there, and you know what? I'll just keep them out like that, just in case I need to put any more in there. All right, so I see where the AMs will be going, which are these guys right here. We'll need those later. Don't know why they gave us 3 when we only need 2, but hey, we got 1 extra just in case. Now let's get the MMs out. Put them in the box again since I don't want to lose anything. Grab our Allen key. Slide it through the hole. Now this will be difficult once we work on the starboard side, so just be ready for a lot more work after. I hope I didn't break anything by accident. This one I don't need to put through a hole, so this one you might be able to get away with just doing it like this, but you still might have some issues. So just be ready. It's just a struggle. But this one you will be able to just spin until it's nice and tight. Right, like this. Oh, no, the bracer there is in the way, so you're going to have to still spin. Hey, take this off. And torque it down like this. All right, that should be good. That's all for the MMs, at least for now. So I can put that to the side. That's it for mounting the hole into place. Now we just need to attach that last bit of white using the AM, which I accidentally covered with this. And like I said, they gave us 1 extra screw. That's okay. We could always use a spare just in case. And it goes right here in this last white. And that'll be the last thing that we need to do with stage 18. You'll have some spare screws, of course, and some unused JM screws. And that's what your hole is going to look like. It's really coming together. Quite long, too, especially for just being in where the weld deck is going to go. Now let's move on to stage 19. Let me quickly move this out of the way. If I remember correctly, I believe we'll be done with that. Yeah, we'll be done. And that's the last part of that we'll be doing with the hole. So we're done with that. Now, stage 19, I'm going to need to get something, what piece of toilet paper or something wet to test out the smoke unit. That should be coming in this one. But we have a multimillionaire right here. Day with Destiny. Titanic as narrative inspiration. And then we get to the actual build, where we have all these parts, all these intricate details, but like I said, I'll be waiting on doing these for now. But the first thing we will be doing is, as I said, installing the smoke unit into the part into here. Then we actually mount it, put the tank into place, put that on. Then we get to the funnel that we just worked on, where we actually no, this is still the same funnel. Oh, we actually put it all together, and then that's when we put the details on. My advice, though, and what I'll be doing once I get to this part, is I'll be taking and leaving the smoke unit and everything out, just so that I can actually glue all these details on and not accidentally glue anything together and glue it into place. So it's still easy to remove. You would do this for both in smoke units. Then you would attach the small pipes into place, and then you'll be done. All right. Now that we looked at the magazine and seen all that we'll be doing, let's actually get to work on this funnel. Yeah, on the second funnel. And like I said, the small detail parts of the funnel I will be ignoring just for the time being. Let's bring this over. And this is when you'll need this box, I believe. There's everything in there. So yeah, these last two will be the parts that impacts that we will be ignoring for that I'll be ignoring for now. Here is your and the rest of your funnel assembly. The part that goes up in here. Here is the part that houses this actual smoke unit. Some EB screws, or EP, for when you actually attach it to the part that holds it against the wick. And then here's all your details. Like I said, I'll be waiting Can't do those. 19C, I guess one of them will be used for your third funnel. More details. Let's bring this back down. All right. And get this out. Now, I'm going to be careful not to break that pipe just in case I'm going to need it later. Anyways, here are all of our spares, spare stuff, which I'll leave like that. Let's bring over the smoke. Yeah, and if you give me 1 second, I will be going to get a damp piece of toilet paper after I fish out this test unit. All right, it's saying not to test. It doesn't say to test it, but I'm still going to be testing it, so just give me 1 second. I'll move this out. All right, got it nice and wet, so let's quickly do the test by putting this K2 into there. I'm just going to go back and hack into previous ones to see. I believe this is the one that, stage 11, if I remember correctly, was the one that we did the smoke unit test. Oh, wait, no, it was stage 1. It was the very first one that came in that we did the smoke test. So just give 1 second. Let me go through everything and check the smoke test. Was it stage 1 that we did the... Nope, not stage 1. Maybe it was 2. Nope. Oh, it was 3. All right, so wire side was down. All right. Just wanted to refresh my memory on which way was up, so I don't put this and test this wrong. Let me quickly get all these magazines together. Right. Let's put this down like that, and all right, not sure if you could see that, but let me quickly get this up. It is now in the test to see if it works. Was a success. It indeed works. Let's get out of the tester. All right. Test was successful. Let's actually get this together. So you'll need these screws right here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I didn't accidentally put this in. Get this back down. Now there should be some spare EP from a previous stage, so I should be able to just toss them in there, and the spare ones in there, and keep them all in one bag. Let me just dump that. I don't know if I accidentally muted myself or not, so if I am, I'm sorry. If not, okay. All right, so with these exposed wires up, you put them into this little notch right here again, like last time. That's that. I mounted the screws, so let's switch over here. Find this and put it into place. Put these ends into the knots. Doesn't really matter which way you put it. And then take your EP, put them in place. Make sure it's not too tight that you're breaking it. Then you put this on, like so. And that's your smoking it together. Let's throw that there and find our spare EP. DB, CP, FM. Could have sworn I had spare EP. Let me just quickly go through this. Nope. That's FM. Maybe there's two in the bag. Yep, there was two in the bag. I think it was two in the bag. So let's do that. Open this. And put it in there. All right, we got our spare EP by the way. Now to Where did I put that ring? Oh, it blended in right at the table. Here's a ring. You want to line up the correct sizes and put them together like that. Take the funnel, line everything up and put it in place. Then with this, you're going to want to thread this through. I just make sure I'm doing this right. All right, I see it. Let's grab something to help pull the wire out. All right, got that. It's a bit difficult because just to get a grip on it, but everything's nice and loose. Comes out nice. Then you're going to want to put this bracket on. I think I got that backward. So let's line everything up. That was close. It's nice and tight. There's the second funnel done. To the point that, as far as I'm going to be going, that is. And with that, that'll be all I'm going to be doing with this one, aside from whatever I'm going to need to do next. But here's our second funnel. This is our first. Make sure you don't get these mixed up. At the moment, since it doesn't say to tape that on, I know which one's which. But with that, that's all for stage 19. Let's get to 20, which I don't think I'm going to be doing too much with. But we will look through it, say all the same. Coming in next in 21, we'll be doing the right side of the anti-fouling in part of the hull. The world's biggest ship's dining room. The Cafe Parisian. And then here we are with some more details. Anyways, let's take a look. If you're doing stuff, put the brake right here on your fence, and then gluing your fence on. Here's another bit of dipping on. I will be testing the lights, however, just to make sure that they work. But I will not be installing them just yet. I want to light block this. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do so. But a lot of people have been having issues with this, so we'll go through that once I'm ready to install them. Though this does show you how you can do that. You can easily do it. Putting more of your vents on. This one is where you get full. In this stage is where you get some full edge, so you will need to bend some units for these skylights, which again I'm not going to be doing just yet. I want to see what upgrades they get and if I'm going to be able to use them or if they're going to be replaced with something else, plastic head or not. So those I'll wait. I'm going to get the unit light blocked. Going on some more details. Areas you're going to have to be careful because of how small they are. Going on more details and more details. In here, you actually remove the smoke unit from the first funnel and put a little rubber band on it to help hold the line down, but you do not reinstall it. Instead, you actually put the extension wire in, most likely so that you can easily remove the entire smoke unit if you need to refill it or something. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out later. And then once you're done with that, you actually will be attaching says foot in the first funnel onto the deck. And then after that, you'll be done with this one. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be doing the stock details, so a lot of this I will be ignoring. But for those who are doing the stock, that's how you'd be putting this together. So let's get that one page and get the light test going. After I open up the box and find the right one. Not sure this is the box, but yep, I opened and that was the right box, surprisingly. So after we're done, I will open up stage 16 to show you what comes in it. But for the most part, we will be I will be ignoring it and doing one deck at a time. I'm not going to be doing everything stock. So what I am going to do is just dump everything out. Here's that rubber band that I was talking about that you're going to need for the first funnel. Here's that little extra piece of deck to put on, which I'll put back in the box and bag. Your add details. That tiny little piece that I talked about. More funnels and vents and everything. Here, I'll put the clear rubber band over there so I don't lose it on the white surface. But after all that, here is that light, which I will be testing, but will not be installing just yet. Here's your extension wire, which I will be putting into the funnel, but not actually attaching the funnel to the base. For, like I said, I will be light blocking after I get more information in terms of the upgrades, or even find out how to light blocks. But you get a pretty long wire. Here's your AP screws for attaching the funnel, which we will be keeping separate. And here's all your full edge parts for actually for all the details. And I'm not sure you can see the light is pretty. Yeah, you can pretty much see it. Everything is number coded, so you will be able to find out where it goes where. In case you're worried that you're going to hand put something wrong. Yeah, wrong. Anyways, let's get to work. First thing we'll do is actually do the light test. I'm just gonna unbend that. And our light is working. Thankfully, I didn't have to put it in all the way, so I can easily pull it out. But it is quite bright. It's blurred for you guys right now, but for me, it's actually quite bright. However, like I said, if I quickly go grab that part that I'll go into, all right, just to show you where it goes right here, like so. Let me quickly turn that off. But as you can see, it's shining right through. Making it look like it's on fire. So light blocking this before I even install the lights. Let me quickly remove it. And for this, I will be storing it right in here, along with the test unit. Now that's first in stored for safekeeping. I will be actually, I might not even need to remove this. It's stuck in pretty well. However, let's grab our first one. Take this off. I will be keeping it on the tape like that so that I don't lose it or get it mixed up. Open this up and gently pull this out. Let's grab the rubber band. Hold it down and get it on so that it actually holds the wire down, which should make it actually easier to actually drop. That fell off. But it should make it easier to actually, yep, just as I thought, it made it easier to actually slide right in. Actually, I have that backward. But now that we got that easier, let's pull this back out. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put the thicker side, the one that says in the side that you actually plug in, you're going to want to put that through here, like so. Even this side here, which will, in turn, go down in here after you put the light on. Now, just for ease of storing this and making sure that I don't accidentally lose anything, I will be leaving it like this, just so that once I am ready and know what I'm doing and able to actually do the light block, I'll be able to actually light block. And put the light block on. Once it's all blocked off and ready, then I will screw on the funnel. Oh, and the light. However, until then, I'm going to keep this tucked underneath here. With the wire poking out like that. Actually, let's push it, pull a little bit more down. Like so. Looks like you're not going to need the tape anymore for this one. So let's take the tape off. That's backward. That was close. Here, let me actually do it this way. Let me take this off so I can actually look and see where everything goes. That like that, that like that. It'll be tighter if I do it the other way. Well, about the same. All right, but other than that, let's put this back through like so. Set this on top. And that would be everything for that one. And that's this pack with, I'll put you back in the box later. Everything together, aside from everything that I'm going to be ignoring until after everything's light blocked. And the wooden deck I will actually be doing after I make sure that once I'm ready to work on the next deck and this deck, as well as get all the upgrades once they come out. But just to give you an idea on how this is going to look, let's put the wooden deck on right there. Where did I put that small little piece of deck? Those are the lifeboats. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's right here. I put it to the side right here. Right, it came in this pack. But let's look and see how this deck's going to look. Which, like I said, I'll be doing as soon as, or gluing on as soon as I finish with the forecastle and the well deck. But that's basically how the deck is going to look. And like I said, I'll be ignoring the light installation and gluing this on until after I get everything done. And with that, let me actually put that piece of deck back into the bag from which it came. And also, you know what, just for safekeeping, I'll throw that and these three right here in as well. Actually, let me throw all these small details in just for safekeeping in case some of these will be actually kept. But here's all the parts. That's everything from stage 20. That's it for pack 4. Now, like I said, I will be showing everyone what came in with stage 16, which we actually ignored. Which I actually ignored due to the fact that I'm going to be doing upgrades and buying better parts for this. So let me just quickly move everything out of the way. Grab the stage 16, just so I can get rid of the box and show what comes in this one. Actually, you know what? Let me get those two parts for the grand staircase out. Just so I can show you where they will be going. Here is your gymnasium and grand staircase. Which, you know what? I might as well also have a little fun. And install, or not install, just place the funnel into place so you can see where it's gonna, how it's gonna look. Then grab the front part right here while trying to tuck everything underneath so that it looks nice. These would line up like that. Nope, not like that. And maybe I have this backward. Yeah, I have this. I had it backward. It was supposed to go like this. Then you want to put your dome. If a lot of people have been having issues putting the dome into place since it likes to do that. Come on, just work with me. What? Let me move this over here so I can actually see better. All right, so the idea, trick is put one in the bottom inch in first and then the last one. Now you're not going to want to glue these in, but that's basically what it's going to look like. Now if I just tip this over, that's how that looks. You know what? I'll leave those on like that for storage and just leave it like this. Just to show off how this is going to look. But with that, you have those on. And then let me grab it really quick. I moved it since I almost knocked it off. Like I was saying, and with that, you have your second and your first part of the windows. good extension part of the hole. You have your smoke unit hit with a rubber band around it for the first one. And then you have your two upper part of the decks. And if you were doing it stock, you would have your forward section, which the wire has been completely pulled through. I need to push it back up and out through like that. Then you'll have that. Anyways, lastly, after that, you're pretty much done with pack 4. Oh, except that fell through. Let me actually grab it really quick. Pull that back out like so. And you're good to go. All right. Thank you for watching in pack 4. And as soon as I get in pack 5 or any updates on those upgrades, I will be posting again whenever I can. Also, big news, Agora has revealed that there will be and that their newest model will be Gen 1 Optimus Prime, 31 inches tall. I will be getting that, the special edition one, where you can get the special display space in the first 3 packs right away. Hey, and only get it finished within 9 to 10 months. I will be doing that. I have until the end of the year to buy that. I will be buying it, and I will be making a video on build series of it. Just wanted to update everyone on a future video series, and wanted to thank you for checking it in on the Titanic model. I will keep you guys up to date on any new updates or if there's when I get any upgrades. And you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you for watching. Take care.